Hi guys, welcome to week 3 of the mix breakdown. I'm Chris from Decimal Studios, and this week we are looking at Arcane Roots curtains, and we're looking at the keys, the synths, and the strings. If you missed weeks 1 and 2, go back and have a look at those where we looked at the drums, bass, and the guitars. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let's jump on in. Okay, so in this session, in this track, there are a lot of synths. So I'll just scroll down for you quickly and say, here are all the strings up until that point, and then here are the synths. Got the keys there with the piano, and then here are all the synths. So I'm not going to go over every single channel because there are a lot, so we're just going to go into sections. So let's have a look at the strings. So let's make sure we've got the other tracks muted. So on the strings, so we've got 3 elements that make up the strings. We have these software strings, which are Spitfire strings. Then we have some live strings, which are violin, which are played by Andrew, and they are stacked up. And then we have some strings from Andrew's Prophet. So let's have a listen to the outro section, which has pretty much everything in. It doesn't have the Prophet strings, but it has the live strings and the software strings. Let's mute the live strings. Cool, and let's just have a quick listen to the live strings on their own. Cool, so all of the string sections are broken down into parts. They are all bussed into one channel and leveled out, and then bussed into here with just a general EQ on the bus, just filtering out the lows really, just to make room for the bass and the synths. This track here, we've just got a tiny bit of parallel compression to really bring out that part, I think. So let's have a look at the live strings. So let's look at this bridge section. So in this section we've also got a Dopfer backing up that section. So I'm just going to mute that for now. So we've got the live strings. So they are all being bussed. They would have had the EQ from the desk, but they're all being bussed into this one group here. So let's... So pretty dry there. SSL channel not doing anything. Bringing in the LA2A just to level that out. We've got this reflection engine from UAD. Just adding natural space. This is recorded in the live room at Decimal, which we said was pretty dead. And we've got some pretty extreme EQ going on here. Notching out elements that try and make it fit with the other strings. So looks crazy, but it's not actually too crazy. And got this ensemble here. Just because the violins were like spot mic'd and then multi-tracked, this plugin was added just to add in just to try and make it sound like it's more than just the one violin playing, so make it sound thicker and more realistic than just the, you know, multi-tracked spot mic. Next up is Hall plugin. Make it sound like it's in a natural space that you normally hear strings, and then an EQ on the end. So this, because I've added this plugin in line, this plugin doesn't have a separate EQ for the reverb, so I've just sliced out that lower end post reverb. So bring those in with the program strings. And then we've got this Doppler synthesizer, just backing up that part in the strings. And then earlier on in the song we have these Prophet strings, which are on the synth channel. Just backing up the string section. So let's move on to the keys. So in the keys we have this main Prophet synth with this rising, pumping Prophet synth and live piano. So on the piano we have the SSL channel. We have the SSL channel, which is just low cut, boost to the highs, and a compressor. So again, nothing too crazy, just a little bit of highs just to push it out in the mix, and that compressor just to control the dynamics of the playing and to give it a little bit of character from that compressor. On the Prophet keys, the NLS like we have on every single channel, and let's mute that one. Some EQ, just bringing up the highs. Nothing crazy there, and this revival, which isn't actually doing anything. On this one, filtering out the lows. So nice and simple, balancing everything up. I think what I probably did with the synth was got them all in, brought the levels up, and then once I've got it balanced with things automated as I wanted it, then start putting the plugins on to sort of sculpt the things that I'm hearing, the things that I'm missing, or the relationship to when the guitars came in, and just EQ'd and just, you know, some small compression parts just to bring everything together as I was listening with everything in. Okay, so those are the keys. Let's move on to the synths. The synths are broken down into two main synths, which is the Doppler and the Prophet. So let's have a quick listen. Let's listen to the middle. So in the middle we've got this dot for Atmos synth, which starts at the beginning and plays right through to, you know, the middle of this breakdown. Then we have these dotfers, and let's have a look. So again, keeping it simple, not a lot going on. We've just got minor EQ, and then it just goes into a group. Super simple, but with the correct balancing. Okay, so we've got some more dot for Atmos synths that come in after this middle section. So this Prophet here, this Prophet is made up of three different sounds. So it's the same with the guitars. You can add in guitars of varying sounds to build up a tone, rather than just trying to get one track to do everything that you want it to do. So with this, we've got three different sounds from the Prophet that are all combining to create this one whole sound. We've just got some minor EQ on those, and then they're being sent to a crystallizer. So this next Prophet sample comes in. Again, nothing crazy on there, just filtering out those lows. And then the finale. These filthy simps that are playing the riff, made up of three dotfers and a Prophet. It's all blended to create a thick, one thick synth. So a tiny bit of EQ coming from the SSL, and then using this linear phase multiband on the whole group just to give it some glue and use it like an EQ. So I'm just boosting up here, basically boosting lows, boosting the highs, and just, you know, sort of compressing these mids. So let's listen without it. So yeah, it's just basically like a mid scoop, but using a linear phase multiband to get the same effect. So, and then all together. So let's put keys, the synths and the strings in. And that's pretty much the Synths. Hit the like and subscribe button. And next week we will look at the vocals, and then we'll sort of bring it all together and finish the master basically. See you then.